Epic rap battles of literature. The Iliad versus the Big Sleep.
I would set the scene, but we've heard enough. Don't you agree? You talk for hours about useless descriptive imagery, putting the readers through constant misery. Unlike me, you're so pathetic you copied my epic similes. You can't be talked about without a roar of groans. I'm so beloved that by everyone in Greece I was owned. You think your plot is lit, but it's really just a bore. You're so disrespected you wouldn't even be sold in Geiger's store.
You think you're fun and vintage, you just prize a silly fight. I'm so retro that I had my movie made in black and white. You write your women like prizes, they aren't treated very well. In my story, the main villain is a badass femme fatale. My plot is so intriguing, all yours does is disappoint. That teacher has to bribe his students to read for extra points. I know you're into mythology, so let me tell your prophecy. You're written by Homer, but 10 times worse than the Odyssey.
Oh, congrats, you were adapted to one movie. If you weren't so stupid, you know that I inspired 3. All my characters are dope, from the soldiers to the sailors. Your detective is so lousy, he don't know the fate of Owen Taylor. And hey, it's true, my story is about a fight. Compelling battles and duels, most say it's better than alright. At least I don't go on and on about Marlowe, who's a huge moron and ends up being morally wrong after solving a case that took too long.
You should not be called a book, you're just a dull and long-ass poem. There are many better ways to learn the Trojan War, I know them. It's impossible to read you and avoid your eyelids drooping, not to mention making sense of you without spark notes and or schmoozing. Your plot ends with a death, and then all the sad Trojans mourn. How cliche, I offer views on death that leave the reader torn. Go home and cry to Homer, no one alive is ancient Greek, and officially after this, you'll be sleeping the big sleep.
Who won? Who's next? You decide! But not really, because I'm not doing this again.